I just wanted to come on and give y'all a dream that the Lord gave me last night. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to you. Let me set the phone down. Okay. I have it written down. Uh-oh. Okay. I dreamed that I was in a room with other heads of state. It was a room to where there were leaders and people that were over our country and other country leaders and people like that there, but I was a lady there. Even though I didn't look like myself, I was in her, and I was like seated in her place. And so Vladimir Putin, he was just mingling around, walking around, and then he came over there and he sat down beside me. And so we were having like this dinner, and everybody started sitting down at their assigned seats at the table, and Putin came and sat beside me. And so he was real pleasant. He wasn't angry. He didn't have like a haughty spirit or a prideful spirit in him. He was actually very humble. And I know that sounds crazy, but in the dream he was. All right, so I'm just sitting there, and I don't know how I knew it, but I knew that President Biden was no longer our president. Something had happened to him, and he was either not our president, or he was dead, or he was not ruling anymore as president. There was something wrong. Biden was out of the picture, and at the time the United States had no president. I remember that was a very strong inclination. I knew that to be true. And then I also knew the one that we had actually voted for, which was Trump, that he actually was supposed to be our president, and that what everybody had said, that how they said Trump was cheated out of the presidency, that was true in the dream. I knew that to be true, that it was true. And so Vladimir Putin was sitting there beside me, and it was like I was having telepathy with him, and I could read his thoughts. And I could understand that Vladimir Putin knew that Joe Biden did not do a good job being a president in the United States. And then Vladimir Putin also knew that Donald Trump was really supposed to be the president of the United States, but the United States would not receive him as president. And so at the same time that I was reading Vladimir Putin's thoughts, Putin was asked if he would take position over the United States. And he didn't want to do it. Like, he was rejecting it, saying no, he didn't want to. But they pushed him and wanted him and to take position over the United States and rule over the United States. And so they kindly asked him, would he please take his position over the United States of America and take control over the United States of America so it can be straightened out. And I just sat there and ate dinner with Vladimir Putin. And it lasted for a long time. I don't remember every single thing of my dream, but I knew, I could feel that he did not want to come and take and run the USA. He felt like Trump was supposed to do it. But Trump was not taking his position, and Biden was out. And so I think Putin agreed to, he's going to do something to try to take over the United States. And I believe that the Lord gave me the dream last night, because yesterday or today was the day that they asked Putin to take over the United States. And I believe something is going to happen with Vladimir Putin in the United States. I do know this, that after the scene changed, that we were eating dinner in that room with heads of state and all that, and I could hear everything they were talking about, then it's changed into scene 2, and And that, I saw men gathering up guns, like just regular people that live in their houses in America. They were going from like one house to the next, like, and everybody was gathering up their guns. And it was like everybody was going to have to take up arms, like there was a civil war or some kind of war coming to America. But that Putin is going to take over America. That's just what I dreamed. So, but I do know this: intercessory prayer can detour things from happening. So the Lord, a lot of times He will send one of His prophets, or, we're a kingdom of priests. I actually don't call myself a prophet, which I am, but He calls us in the Bible, Jesus calls us a kingdom of priests. So, but the Lord will send His kingdom of priests dreams of things that are going to happen, and then we can pray about them. And I could feel it in the spirit last night that this was, it seemed like it was the right thing. I know that sounds crazy, but it seemed like that He almost had a right to do so, because the leader of our country was not leading, and then the one that was supposed to be leading was not leading. And so they were asking him to try to come in and do something to America. And it was so blasé and nonchalant, and the mind of the people and the spirit in the room, and everybody was just at ease with it. Like it was no major thing. And even the Americans that were there, they thought it was a good idea, and so everybody just thought it was a great idea, and they were all just in pleasantries and just acting like, and Vladimir Putin was just like, it was going to be okay, like everything was going to be okay. And I even felt like it was okay, and when I woke up I'm thinking, this isn't okay, but he's not. And then the first thing I heard the Holy Spirit say is he can't be a leader of America because he's not born in America, and to be president you have to be born here. And I said, well, then how did Barack Obama get to be president? Because he wasn't born in America. And then the Lord didn't go any further talking to me about it on that. But anyway, I just wanted to come online and to give the dream that I had about Vladimir Putin being asked by heads of state, and even it was people in the United States that rule this nation behind the scenes. They were asking him, and there was even people of the church there asking him to do it. And so I just thought I should come on and give that dream just in case something happens and Vladimir Putin comes to America to try to take over America. Y'all remember I gave y'all the dream about it. So men were getting their arms ready to take up arms. So I think it may be going to be to do something with war. I don't know, but I think we should pray on this. So whoever watches this video, if you love America and you don't want the USSR, Soviet Union, or Russia, whatever you call it, to come and take over, and Vladimir Putin take over, then pray to God not to let him to do it, because I don't think it's the right answer. I think the right answer is, if Joe Biden is not going to be our president, then the vice president should take his place, and then when 24 gets here, that we should have a new president, and we shouldn't vote for the Democrats because something is wrong with them. They're making matters worse. So we're supposed to be going closer to God and closer to God's commandments, not going farther away and being like Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, well, I just wanted to come on and give y'all that dream, and in a little while I'm going to be posting a video about the martyrs, the martyred saints, and that the Lord has given me a really deep and good message about the martyred saints. And it's not going to be what you think. It is really great, and it's going to give you a lot of hope. And it's going to talk about the Godhead bodily, about the three heads of God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. And it's really good. So I'm going to come back on and give that. All right, I love y'all. Have a good day. Bye.